Hey girls, let's order something for lunch today. I'm feeling very hungry.
Okay, let's order pizza today. Pizza sounds good, but I am craving burgers. Burgers are yummy, but they are so messy to eat.
But
True, but they are totally worth it. Okay,
again,
but can we at least get fries with the burgers? D,
but,
only if we get extra cheese fries.
but, what's wrong with you guys? Why are you using but, and but? Hi everyone, welcome back to Thrive with Sushmita. So, do you also use but all the time when you're trying to show contrast between two ideas? See, we use but to connect two parts of a sentence when they are different or maybe opposite to each other. But did you hear the conversation which my friends were having? They were ordering lunch, but I was actually going mad when I heard them using but all the time. See, there is no problem using this word all the time, but do you think that it sounds so repetitive and sometimes not so cool? So, what are those alternatives that we can use so that we can sound richer, smarter, and more confident? So, in today's video, we will be discussing about all those alternatives that you can use instead of using but. Let's get started. So, let's first categorize it. So in the first segment, which is about a formal and professional environment where you can use these words instead of using but. So the first word that you can use is however. However is also used to show contrast between two ideas. Let me use it in a sentence for you. Like, the event was very well organized. However, the footfall was very low. Now, I can also say that the event was very well organized, but the footfall was very low. But when I'm using however, it shows the kind of vocabulary that I have, and this is very use of this is very clearly showing the contrast between on how these two ideas are absolutely opposite to each other. The event was so well organized, everything was in place. However, so it's showing such disappointment also. However, the footfall was very low. The second alternative that you can use in a professional and formal way is nevertheless. Nevertheless, let us use it in a sentence. The team was facing multiple challenges. Nevertheless, they delivered the project on time. See, two different things. They had challenges, but they still delivered. So, but I'm using it to show the contrast, right? But when you use nevertheless, like the team faced multiple challenges, nevertheless, they delivered the project on time. The third one can be although. See, usually we begin the sentence with although. So we can use it like, although he was getting late, but he didn't forget to meet me. So he was getting late, okay? But then he made sure that he comes and meet me. So when I'm using although in place of but, my sentence sounds very refined and I'm able to convey my thoughts very clearly. The next one is yet. See, this is such a small and beautiful word, yet. The design was very simple, yet elegant. So I could put across my idea very clearly using a new word. So the design was very simple, yet elegant. So it actually expressed my thoughts very clearly. The next one is on the other hand. So on the other hand, you can use it in a sentence, let's say. So it is basically used comparing two ideas, okay? Like, online meetings are great. On the other hand, they lack personal touch. So how nicely the entire sentence looks, so good to hear, and yet you are able to convey your thought so brilliantly, right? Let's move on to the next segment, wherein we will be talking about alternatives which you can use in a very casual way. The first one is still. It's raining heavily. Still, we will be going for the picnic. So see how nicely, you use this word, and the thought was put across so brilliantly. Next one is even so. Now, if I use it, like the food was expensive, even so, the experience was worth it. So, see, two things. I mean, I'm agreeing that the food was expensive, but I feel that even if it was expensive, the experience was worth it. So, the food was expensive, even so, the experience was worth it. The next one is then again. Now, this can be used when you're probably reconsidering something. Let's say you want to buy a phone, but then you feel that your current one is absolutely fine, working fine. So, how do you use it in a sentence? I really wanted to buy a new phone, then again, my old one works just fine. So probably I considered it, but now I will not be doing that. So you can use this in your very casual conversation, and especially when you are reconsidering certain things. The next one is at the same time. At the same time. In this case, you're trying to balance two things. Let's say I really want to join you for the party. At the same time, I have a meeting to attend, and that's more important. So I am talking about this, but I'm trying to balance both the side, but probably I will be choosing which is more important. The next one is having said that. Having said that, you can use like the weather wasn't great, but having said that, we enjoyed the trip a lot. So, see, it is not that you cannot use but. You can definitely as much as time you want, like, number of times you want. But when you use these alternatives, it actually adds that tadka to your conversation, and suddenly you feel that your fluency, or maybe the way you are trying to project your thoughts, becomes one grade higher. Let's move on to the next segment. So finally, if you want to sound creative and stand out in conversations, try these. The first one is be that as it may. This is very formal but very classy. Let us use it in a sentence. Be that as it may. We have to follow the rules. जो जैसा भी है, पर rules हमें follow करना है. Next is despite that. This shows determination. Let us use it in a sentence. Ria fell sick during the examinations. Despite that, she cleared the exams with flying colors. So it was a determination, and even when she faced numerous challenges, she just hit the spot and did very well in her exams. The next one is whereas. It is about considering two options. If I use it in a sentence, this course is cheaper. Okay, this course is cheaper, whereas the other one offers a lot of features. Okay, so this way you are comparing two options. The next one is on the flip side. Okay, this is very fun, and it brings that spark to your conversation. Like, I love living in the city. On the flip side, it's very, very noisy sometimes. So see, it just added that zing. It is so nice to hear that. On the flip side, the next one is conversely. It is usually used to show academic contrasts. Okay, now if I use it in a sentence, some people find exams stressful. Conversely, others find it very challenging. So it is basically used to show some contrast, basically more concerned towards the academic contrast, right? So these were some fun words that you can use instead of but, or these were the alternatives to but. See how they add that special touch to your conversation. They help you to sound richer and professional, but along with that, it also gives that clarity to your thoughts so that you can express it better, right? So this video was short yet very impactful. See how I used yet instead of but. So keep trying and using these words instead of using but. This was all for today. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care, happy learning, and keep thriving. Thank you so much.